Hello YouTube, I'm back. It is February 3rd, 2016, and this is my first video of February. I did make my goal last month, y'all. I said I was going to put out 12 videos, and that's exactly what I did. So, why am I here today? We're here to discuss Coldplay and the Super Bowl predictions. I'm here to finally give my predictions on the Super Bowl for this year. I noticed a couple years ago I was pretty accurate with the Super Bowl, but I didn't voice it, so I'm going to make my predictions on YouTube today. I predicted Beyonce was going to bring out, Destiny's Child with the Super Bowl back in 2013, and she was going to do single ladies with it, and damn sure it happened. So here's my predictions for this year's Super Bowl. Okay, my first one obviously is after seeing him for the weekend that he's definitely going to have Beyonce interlude with that at the Super Bowl with him for the weekend. And I think they're going to do an interlude of him for the weekend with Drunken Love. I think that flows together. Drunken Love mixed up with him for the weekend, and that's going to be Beyonce for the Super Bowl. As far as Lady Gaga, I don't know why people thinking there's going to be a Telephone Part 2 reunion at the Super Bowl when it's Coldplay Super Bowl. It is not happening. I'm sorry to bust all the B stands and the Monsters bubble, but it ain't going to be no dang on Part 2 to Telephone at the Super Bowl. We only got the best is going to get Drunken Love, and that is it. I don't see him having Beyonce do too much else to take away from his moment. Because we don't learn from last year when Katy Perry brought Missy Elliott out to do a full 2 minutes. Them 2 minutes outdid darn gone the rest of the 10 minutes that Katy Perry had. So I don't see Coldplay following in Katy Perry's footsteps in that regard. We're going to get Drunken Love, and that's about it. Rihanna is still a question mark on whether she's going to be there or not. But I would think it would still make sense to have her on the roster, especially after just releasing the Anti album. I think if they do have her, they also going to do the Coldplay song that she did, which was, let me see if I have it in my notes of what she did. Princess of China. She did a video with called Princess of China with Coldplay. So if she is there, I think they're going to definitely do the song that they made together called Princess of China. And if Tidal is on a marketing game, if not, I'm going to kick their ass if they do not have darn on Rihanna to play one of her songs off the Anti album in front of an audience of 100 million people. Ain't nowhere else you're going to get free promotion to market to 100 million darn on people. So for the people at Tidal, Rock Nation, Jay-Z, if you're looking at me, you hated my last video and tried to block it. Not once, but twice. I done got it back after the second time you blocked it. But, you could have listened to what I was saying in the video with the marketing program. Maybe you'll listen this go round. If y'all do not have her play one song off the darn on Anti album at the Super Bowl, y'all some damn fools. I understand it's not her Super Bowl, but I'm sure they can, merge something within there, especially with Rihanna having this new sound that it can easily flow into Coldplay. I don't know which song she would put on there, but I don't know, maybe some Desperado. I'm thinking play Desperado and interlude with some of the rock elements that Coldplay has. I'm not too familiar with Coldplay, so I can't speak on his style, but he looked like he's like a rock type of artist, and darn Rihanna has this Indian rock thing going on. Some of the people that was on her writing list for her song included BB Borelli. Who else? She had an English Indian rock singer, Florence from Florence and the Machine. So, yeah, wait a minute. What song was that from Florence and the Machine? Gotham. As a matter of fact, that was my favorite beat off the darn on Rihanna album, was Gotham, which was co-written by Florence from Florence and the Machine. So you can do some da-da. I can't even mimic the darn on sound, and I can't even play because darn on title so sensitive and shit. And I ain't trying to get this video blocked twice to have it unblocked. But anyways, you know, introduce it with some Gotham, giving that old rock techno growling like sound, and then what else can we merge it with? And then go into Desperado. Give us darn on. I say give us Gotham, give us Desperado, and then interlude it somehow with Princess of China. And then that would be your hit for Rihanna, and that would be some huge plus marketing for Rihanna. Now, as far as Lady Gaga is just throwing the national anthem and that's it. But that's still good promotion for her to get her back into the scene. Lady Gaga has came a long way and has came back up on the scenes. And I'm so proud of Lady Gaga. Man, in fact, I'm going to pause this video right quick and I will be right back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Y'all may notice the lighting situation has changed, even though I'm going to change it up in the editing with taking out the yellowness in the background. I had to turn on my light. I am losing light. It is raining here in North Carolina, so the editing might look a little bit off because the first part was with no light, and then I had to turn the light on, so disregard that little bit. But anyways, I was talking about Rihanna before I had to get up and get the album. Anyways, I think this is an excellent marketing strategy for Rihanna to get back into the scene. She's claimed that she got denied and bumped out. The art pop was an op flop. I'm not saying that from my point of view. I am a huge fan of Lady Gaga. So before the monsters come for me, bitch has the album. Matter of fact, I think I was wearing this exact same shirt when I was wearing my white Jordan shirt when I took the picture like this. Y'all remember that picture from back in the day when I first got the album? And matter of fact, my hair was flatter. And I was like, yep. But anyways, I do got the Art Pop album. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. But anyways, this is a huge marketing strategy for Lady Gaga to be back on the scene. She has 3 things that she is doing within one. What has she done? She's received her award. Was it the Emmy Award or whatever was it? I think it was the Emmys. Yep, she won the Emmys for American Horror Story. And Lady Gaga, like we done spoke about this. I love you, I do. I buy your albums. I also got the first album. I was not able to locate that one because it's within my collection of CDs. I got a huge collection of Beyonce CDs and videos and Rihanna. And I got Lady Gaga, the first album, also stashed in there somewhere as well. So I got that one in the deluxe version too. But we're going to get to you in a minute. Let's get back to him for the weekend, and then we're going to talk about Lady Gaga. This is going to be a full-on commentary video today. Coldplay, Super Bowl predictions. Like I said, it's going to be Beyonce, him for the weekend, and then we're going to interlude that with Drunken Love. Rihanna's going to come on with Princess of China, and my predictions is going to be at least one song from the Anti album. They're going to be fools if they don't. On Titles in. Furthermore, my predictions, if they do anything off this song, I would suggest Gotham and Desperado. Gotham and Desperado, I hope they really went for them two. I can see merging that into an interlude with, you know, Princess of China. Give it that good old Indian rock theme. It'll emphasize a new change of lane. It will promote to 100 million people of Rihanna's new sound and style. So people who are not as familiar with her can catch on to this new sound and style, and it won't be off guard. It will. Rihanna, you better listen. I'm telling you, Tidal can hire me for the marketing team. I'm telling you, and I'm not just saying this. A girl got a degree in marketing. You can hire somebody. Come on now. Go on and hire me and give me some of these coins. Now, girl need to get on out the hood. I'm just saying. And as far as Lady Gaga, if darn on Tidal don't want me, I'm up for everybody. You can hire me for the marketing team too, because this is what I think you should do with these darn on slowly coming back onto the scene. Because you got your Emmy Award for American Horror Story Hotel. And like I said, I couldn't rock with you there. Girl is not into gore. So I could not get into American Horror Story Hotel. I didn't even watch until to see what you was on. I can't deal with blood and all that, but I buy your albums. But I rock with you with the albums. Now, since then, I noticed you started going more to your traditional roots with the jazz and all that. And that's good. But where you went wrong with art pop is the fact with the promotion it came off a little bit too gimmicky, too cartoonish. You went from Gothic Girl to Miss Hildebrand. Oh, Papa, I stand here waiting for now. Now, it was already playful enough. You did not need to play it up even more. So I think you should have denied the Muppets and all of that. It was too cartoonish for me. You went real gothic and then you went, too cartoonish with shit. My thing is, you can still take on theater. You can still take on your roots by incorporating your pop element theme as a pop artist. I think you can blend a combination of both. I think what you should have done was, it could have still been theater, but it could have been more of a different elements. You could have played it up in so many different realms and created a unique sound, a complete body of work that educates people. Because if you do not listen to Lady Gaga lyrics, her lyrics are very intellectual and very educated. You can tell that Lady Gaga is a very educated, college-educated woman. Like, for example, pop culture wasn't not now our pop culture's me. Like, that is a very intellectual, a play on words. And what else she says? I think she refers to the famous, let me see. Well, was it the famous German? I don't know if he was German or Italian. 1 second, I'm a Kuntz fan. Suddenly the Kuntz is me. I know Kuntz is Italian for artists. And then then it goes to pop culture is an icon. Pop culture was an icon. Now pop and art culture is me. See how that's a good intellectual play on words? And then she also got several other references where she, cites French with the bad romance and stuff like that. So I definitely think that's her lane. She could have blended this with her second album and made it more like a Dark Swan theme. Like, you could have still had theater. You could have had Jacko and Mrs. Hyde. And then you could have had your romantic Romeo and Juliet. And you could have had Shakespeare. And then you could have had Black Swan. And, you could have blended goth with theater. And then still do the education. And then you could have had some up-tempo fun with some jazz. And get your Tony Bennett in there. And merge new style with old style, and that would have not only kept the older audience engaged, because the old audience is going to follow. Okay, now it's getting light again a little bit. Oh, this lighting is a bitch. But anyways, you could have blended the old generation with the new generation. And what do I mean by that is, this lighting is getting on my nerves, y'all. And I know it's going to come up in the editing. But anyways, you could have blended the old generation because they're going to follow Tony Bennett and all of them regardless. But you having to cater to the younger market, you can't forget about your younger market as well. You could have blended some jazz time and incorporated some new elements. So I hope on this album, when you do some, I do wop 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 wop, I do the wop 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 wop, and then incorporate some darn gone moves with it, like with the Drake with the hotline bling, la 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 la, do I need. Like, you can still do that and then keep it up with the doo-wop. I do wop 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 wop. I do wop 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 wop. Like, incorporate new dance moves and still play on the old element themes. Like, do the whip and the nay and but still incorporate some tap dance. Do the tap dance with the whip and the nay like this, and then bring it back and do a little bit of winding, like pop star winding it, and then do a little bit of, well, you can't do the tribal number, that's more African, but incorporate some hotline bling a little bit. Get that leg, get that hip going, like so, and just Like, whoop, 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 whoop. Like, see, I'm giving you some ideas, Lady Gaga. If you do that, I guarantee you will satisfy all audience of all age ranges. You have your darn young market back, focused, engaged, and then you still have your old market, and it's not too much for them. It's even something that they can do. I can see the old women in the darn rest home right now doing this. But what they can't do is all that intense choreography from Married Tonight. They ain't about to be flipping around and twirling around like that. Still, you can give us 1 or 2 videos like that for us now. I still think you can give us 2 videos where you still give us some intense choreography. So for this new album, I want to see jazz. I want to see rags time. I want to see some doo-wop, doo-wop, doo-wah. I want to see some jazz. I want to see some percussion instruments. I want to see some flutes. I want to see hearts. I want to see Romeo and Juliet. I want to see Black Swan. I want to see more French and Italian references. I want to see more play on words while educating people with history. But I wanted to also have a nice blend of, pop culture with it. Give us some of these, whips and nays and a little bit of diva dance and all of that. And you got a good album. Now, it has leaked that you is doing some songs. I think Sir Elton John. Yep. See, she also got Sir Elton John on the track. She got Sir Elton John. She doing pretty good. I don't know who else she has confirmed on the track. But they say you're channeling some of your bad romance days songs. And I say you stick with that route, you should be good, Lady Gaga. It's a nice blend of both. So that's my thoughts on Lady Gaga with her comeback. That she should focus on that route and she has a major hit. Rihanna, for your major hit, do 2 songs off your anti album for the Super Bowl. Mix it in with Princess of China. You have your hit. Beyonce. Now let's go ahead and talk about darn gone cultural appropriation. I saved the best for last. It's going to be my best for last for this one. And then we're going to talk about Beyonce album on a whole nother video. But anyways, I want to lead it off on an important matter on a corporate I'm sorry, I done got distracted by the sexy darn on Cam Newton, y'all. I'm sorry. Just a tall glass of motherfucking chocolate. Lord Jesus. Things that I do. He's 6'5", y'all. Taller than the diva. And 240 pounds. Lord, But anyways, Beyonce, let's get on to you with this cultural appropriation, which I think is more so appreciation. And I'm going to tell you why. Now, before y'all come for me, let me go on ahead and tell y'all this like I had to say in my ancestry video. And I'm going to get y'all together too because I got a part 2 to my ancestry where I break down my genetics and my ethnicity in more details. I guess it went over some people's heads when I was breaking down a Native American. And then people wanted to question me, this, that, and the third. But guess what? I got a part 2 for that ass. So Ancestry.com part 2 of my results of what am I will be coming up. But let me go ahead and break down Beyonce, a corporal. I can't say it, but y'all know what the hell I mean. People are accusing Beyonce of misappropriating the Indian culture. And I say it's a corporate appreciation instead of corporate appropriation. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Don't judge me, y'all. I'm country as hell. And let me tell you why. Corporate appropriation is when somebody tries to fully assimilate to that culture's value systems and beliefs and try to play it off like it's part of their own. Not necessarily doing it just in one video, and in the one video, they're actually showing an honest attempt of doing the actual hand movements. You can see that she was actually attempting to do the movements in sync with what the actual people of that tribe does. One thing about Beyonce, and I'm sure the Virgos can back Beyonce up on this. Virgos are very meticulous. Virgos will try to do everything in detail to the slightest hand movements. So I'm sure Beyonce fucking up on the signs. Even I picked up on it, and I'm not Indian. Not Indian as far as from India. Um, Yeah, but I did study Indian culture, just in case y'all know. I did go to school for history. In addition to studying African studies, I study studies all around. I study up on Europe. I study Italian. I study French. I really love French more in detail, especially after finding out being part French. But that being said, I also studied a lot on the Indian culture, and I'm going to get on to the fact that I think it was actually a good idea they had Beyonce. For the Bollywood background as opposed to some of the pictures that I was seeing of, the Bollywood actresses. Now, I know y'all going to say, one, how can Beyonce be a better fit to play the background than somebody who's actually at the Bollywood? I'm going to tell you why. I seen this article, and I'm going to link it down if I can still find it, on Yahoo, and I'm going to also put Lovely T's response Lovely T's video in the description box below. Now, what struck a chord with me is the fact that they referred to Beyonce trying to portray being exotic. And I was like, exactly what is exotic? Because my thing is, Beyonce, whether it was appropriation, appreciation, whatever you want to call it, she was dressed in traditional attire, traditional jewels. She was trying to portray traditional movements. But the way they was trying to spin this off, you were thinking that the girl was trying to be Zendaya for Mortal Kombat. You would think she was. If you ain't see the video, him from the weekend, you would think darn on Beyonce was doing one of these numbers. Like, you would think that she was trying to be like Zendaya from darn on Mortal Kombat, if you hear from what some of these darn on haters had to say from it. But she was actually trying to portray actual Indian hand movements, and you can tell. Now, what really got away with me is when they said she was trying to be exotic. How was she trying to be exotic when she was trying to portray that particular culture? Number one. So the only thing that struck out with me was, okay, so you're assuming because the pictures, and then the pictures in comparison confirm what my theories was. Beyonce is darker than all the Bollywood actresses that they portrayed that could have played the role of the background from him for the weekend. Now, that being said, now I'm going to fact check my own self and say, I want to say Indian has a population of 1 billion of people, if my math is correct. But I'm going to refer to Google to confirm that for me or not. But I want to say right off the top of my head, it's a population of 1 billion. Let me Google search population of India. Okay, it's pulling up. Y'all see that results right there? Damn white screen. Come on, clear. Yeah, 1.252 billion, as in and that was the year 2013. So with a population of 1.252 billion, you're saying Beyonce's skin color is exotic. Yet from my studies, I want to say there is plenty of Indians that are Beyonce skin color, if not darker. There are quite a few Indians that are my skin color that is not represented in the Indian community. So to say that she was trying to portray exotic color, which is actually native to that country, is further suppressing that minority of the group, because India is a minority within a minority, because colorism just doesn't happen in America. It happens worldwide. You have Asians that wants to have fairer skin. You have Africans. We don't want to admit, but we have Africans over in Africa of different countries that buy skin bleaching cream like hotcakes. Jamaica is very well known for it. So it's not an American issue with colorism. It's a worldwide thing. Even in India, for them to say that Beyonce was trying to portray an exotic version of an Indian, when there are plenty of Indians her skin color, there are plenty of Indians my skin color. Um, What is exotic about it? Just because she wasn't fair skinned like the commercialized Indians? All the Indians that I seen on the picture were damn near white. I mean, if they wasn't white, they was darn gone at the darkest Kim Kardashian complexion, which ain't that much of a damn difference. Maybe a little bit of a yellowish undertone. That's it. So I didn't agree with that. But anyways, could they have found somebody to play the background? Yes, but um, more more likely they wanted Beyonce number one for the marketing appeal. They couldn't find a Bollywood actress that had that much star power that would have drove people to the video. Cause let's be honest, wasn't nobody checking for darn on Coldplay at the Super Bowl too tough. Um, Matter of fact, a lot of people was like worried until we heard that Beyonce and Rihanna was going to be on the roster. So of course he was going to have Beyonce in there somehow. Um, and like I said, and then another thing that struck a chord with me: who is we, as in Black people, to assume what an entire continent thinks is a culture appropriation? Last time I checked, India is a major country. Yeah, I think it is a country. Yeah, it's a country. Let me double check that again. I don't know if that was actually a continent or a country. Yeah, is India a country or a continent? Okay, Google is not working with me right now, but I want to say India is a country. So it's a country of diverse people. And with a country of diverse people, the majority of people I've seen didn't have a problem with Beyonce portraying their culture. I've seen over 2 dozen comments from Indians on major topics from OK Magazine, from Essence Magazine, from the Shade Room, etc., on the Yahoo blogs who are of Indian descent that did not have a problem. The majority of people who had a problem was the black folks. So I don't get that. I really don't. Uh, I don't know why it's so hard to find this. Google is dumb as a motherfucker. Y'all tell me that in the comment section. Is India a country or a continent? Okay, it's a country. Damn. Girl need to go back to school. Thank God. I thought DivaWuan's was losing the intelligence for a moment, but yeah, India is a country. And some people may have been offended. But from the blogs that I've seen of over 2 dozen Indians, they didn't have no problems with her dressing up in Bollywood attire. Like I said, it's appropriation, not it's appreciation and not appropriation. We live in a sensitive society where it's like we can't take from different people. We can't, take from different cultures and have fun with it without it being appropriation. Who says that somebody has the patent on a dance move or on a certain attire? Like if I want to dress up as Pocahontas for the weekend, I can put some extensions in this hair and put play up on Pocahontas. For y'all to not know, this is my little bit of natural hair. It is shrunken up today. It's been raining. As you can tell from this bipolar weather and this bad lighting, it keeps going in and out. But anyways, I can put in some darn extensions and play up on Pocahontas. Just like Beyonce can dress up in any attire. Just like darn gone Kardashians can be wear braids. Like it ain't no darn gone patent. Just because it's predominantly worn by one style doesn't mean it can't be appreciated by others. It's not like people are dressing up in blackface. It ain't like, for example, ain't nobody on they Paula Deen type of shit. We ain't doing no brown face over here. So it's not like Beyonce had to put on a white face or a black face to portray the culture. So I don't understand the problem. Especially when, from my side of the view, all the Indians were in appreciation with it. And matter of fact, on the I Am World Tour, Indians gave her high praise. Furthermore, Lovely T pointed out something that nobody else did. Y'all want to talk about Beyonce appropriating the Indian culture, but you didn't talk about the Indian boy doing the darn breakdancing in the darn video, which is that of American black. Well, I don't know exactly. I want to say it's black culture, but it's American New York culture. It's like, who has the darn gone patent on the dance move? Why we got to limit ourselves to one thing? The Indians in the darn video were darn doing American darn gone dance moves. Yet y'all want to talk about Beyonce and Indian attire. So that's my thoughts on that. I pretty much agree with Lovely T. We live in a society where everybody just want to run and just be sensitive over the littlest of things, even if it don't concern you. Because all these motherfuckers that are commenting are not of Indian descent. Like, ain't now one of them are of Indian damn descent to be complaining. And the Indians that I saw were all for darn Beyonce. And like I said, I didn't agree with that blog saying Beyonce was exotic, alluring to her skin color on the low when there's Indians her skin color to my skin color. So I didn't agree with that at all. So y'all tell me on that thoughts. So tell me y'all thoughts on the Super Bowl with what's going down. What's y'all predictions for the Super Bowl? Tell me about Lady Gaga's comeback. And what are y'all thoughts on Beyonce and her corporate appropriation? I say appreciation. I know I'm going to get some flack for that, being a black person, talking about corporate appreciation. I know I'm going to get it. I welcome all comments, both positive and negative. Feel free to thumbs up, thumbs down, share me, subscribe for more videos, and I will see y'all soon. My next video will more likely be going into more details on Beyonce's album and maybe a bun in the oven. So that is it, y'all. I will see y'all soon with more videos. Mwah.